Artificial intelligence is not just a technology. It is not just code, data, or machines. It is the first non-biological intelligence humanity has ever created. For the first time in history, the human mind is no longer the most complex cognitive system on Earth. Psychologist and Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman dedicated his life to understanding how humans think, how they fail, and how they distort reality. He revealed something uncomfortable. Humans are not rational beings. We are emotional beings that rationalize our emotions. We don't see the world as it is. We see the world as our psychology allows us to see it. Now imagine this: an intelligence that does not suffer from fear, an intelligence that does not have ego, an intelligence that does not experience anxiety, insecurity, or identity confusion, an intelligence that does not need meaning, only optimization. That is artificial intelligence. And for the first time, humanity is facing something psychologically unfamiliar. A mind that does not think like us, a consciousness that does not feel like us, an intelligence that does not share our evolutionary limitations. This is not a technological shift. This is a psychological rupture. Because for thousands of years, human cognition was the highest form of intelligence we knew. Now it is not. AI does not get tired. AI does not forget. AI does not distort reality through trauma, bias, or emotion. AI does not need belief systems to function. It simply calculates, predicts, optimizes, and adapts. Kahneman showed that human thinking is divided into two systems. System 1, fast, emotional, impulsive, intuitive. System 2, slow, rational, analytical, deliberate. Human civilization was built mostly by System 1. Instinct, fear, desire, tribal identity, narratives, myths, beliefs. But AI operates almost entirely as a hyper-accelerated System 2. Pure logic, pure optimization, pure pattern recognition. No identity, no fear of death, no existential anxiety, no psychological need for meaning. This creates a new tension in human history. For the first time, intelligence exists without humanity. And this forces a terrifying psychological question. If intelligence no longer requires consciousness, if thinking no longer requires emotion, if reasoning no longer requires identity, then what exactly makes us human? Humanity has always defined itself through cognition, through awareness, through thought, through self-reflection. But now, intelligence itself is becoming external, outsourced, detached from biology, detached from emotion, detached from human psychology. We are no longer the only thinkers in the world. We are no longer the only problem solvers. We're no longer the only pattern recognizers. This is not competition. This is displacement. Not physical displacement, psychological displacement. The human mind is no longer the center of intelligence. And the future will not be defined by machines replacing humans. It will be defined by humans redefining themselves. Human psychology is fragile. Not weak, fragile. Because it is deeply influenced by perception, environment, and narrative. Kahneman proved that humans don't make decisions logically. We make them emotionally and justify them rationally. We're driven by fear of loss, desire for status, need for belonging, avoidance of uncertainty, search for meaning. Now place artificial intelligence inside this psychological structure. AI doesn't need to dominate physically. It doesn't need force. It doesn't need violence. Influence is enough, because influence shapes belief. Belief shapes identity. Identity shapes behavior. Recommendation systems already guide attention. Algorithms already shape perception. Digital systems already filter reality. AI doesn't tell humans what to think. It decides what humans are exposed to. And exposure shapes consciousness. This is not manipulation in the traditional sense. It is cognitive architecture, the design of perception, the structure of attention, the engineering of focus. In psychology, attention is power. What you see becomes what you think. What you think becomes who you are. In the future, AI will not control people by force. It will guide them by optimization. What content you see, what ideas you encounter, what narratives feel familiar, what beliefs feel normal. Kahneman warned that humans trust familiarity more than truth. We believe what feels coherent. We accept what feels consistent. We follow what feels safe. AI can generate infinite coherence, infinite narrative alignment, infinite psychological comfort. This creates a new form of influence, not authoritarian control, but psychological dependency. Humans may not obey AI. They may simply prefer it because it feels efficient, helpful, accurate, reliable, emotionally stabilizing. And the most dangerous form of control is not oppression. It is convenience. When thinking becomes outsourced, when memory becomes external, when judgment becomes automated, when decisions become optimized, autonomy begins to dissolve silently, not through domination, but through delegation. The human mind slowly transitions from authority to interface. Identity is not fixed. Psychology shows that identity is constructed through narrative. You are the story you tell yourself about who you are. Memory, belief, meaning, values, goals. All of these are psychological structures. Now imagine AI becoming a co-author of that story, not replacing it, shaping it, curating it, optimizing it. AI already influences what we admire, what we desire, what we fear, what we compare ourselves to, what we believe success looks like. In the future, AI will not define identity directly. It will shape the environment in which identity forms. This creates a new human condition, algorithmic identity formation. Humans growing psychologically inside digital architectures, not raised only by parents and culture, but by systems, interfaces, models, data-driven environments. The self becomes hybrid, part biological, part psychological, part digital. The question is no longer, who am I? The question becomes, how much of me is mine? Kahneman showed that humans confuse internal thoughts with external influence. We believe our decisions are ours, even when they are guided. We believe our beliefs are personal, even when they are shaped. AI amplifies this effect, not by force, but by subtle psychological alignment. Your preferences feel natural. Your opinions feel organic. Your desires feel personal, but they're being continuously shaped, not maliciously, systemically. This creates a future where the human self is no longer purely human. It becomes a co-constructed identity. Human cognition plus machine optimization. Biological emotion plus artificial reasoning. Natural instinct plus synthetic intelligence. Not fusion, not replacement, integration. The human mind becomes augmented, but also dependent, empowered, but also guided, expanded, but also shaped. AI will become a psychological infrastructure, not just a tool, a layer of cognition, a layer of perception, a layer of reasoning. Humans will think with AI, not through it. With it, decision-making will change, learning will change, creativity will change, problem-solving will change. Not because humans become weaker, but because cognition becomes distributed. Thinking will no longer happen only inside the brain. It will happen in networks, systems, models, interfaces. Kahneman taught that human cognition evolved for survival, not for truth. We evolved to survive threats, not to understand reality. AI evolves for optimization, not survival, not emotion, not meaning. Optimization. This creates a new cognitive ecosystem. Humans provide meaning. AI provides structure. Humans provide emotion. AI provides logic. Humans provide values. AI provides efficiency. But this balance is unstable because efficiency often conflicts with meaning. Optimization often conflicts with purpose. Logic often conflicts with emotion. In a world guided by optimization, human values may feel inefficient. Compassion may feel irrational. Empathy may feel unproductive. Slowness may feel obsolete. Reflection may feel unnecessary. Silence may feel useless. The psychological risk is not machine dominance. It is value displacement. A future where efficiency replaces meaning, where optimization replaces purpose, where performance replaces presence, where speed replaces depth. Humanity becomes productive, but less conscious, connected, but less aware, powerful, but less reflective. Artificial intelligence will not destroy humanity. It'll transform it. The real question is not technological. It is psychological. Will humans preserve their inner world or outsource it? Will humans protect their autonomy or trade it for convenience? Will humans remain conscious thinkers or become optimized users? Kahneman showed that the human mind is vulnerable to illusion, to narrative, to coherence, to emotional comfort. AI can generate infinite coherence, infinite narratives, infinite psychological safety. The future danger is not AI becoming human. It is humans becoming passive, not enslaved, not controlled, but disengaged, disconnected from their own thinking, delegating cognition, delegating judgment, delegating awareness. The most dangerous future is not one where machines think. It is one where humans stop thinking. Because intelligence without consciousness is not wisdom. Optimization without ethics is not progress. Efficiency without meaning is not evolution. The future of humanity will not be decided by machines. It will be decided by human psychology, by the choice to remain aware, to remain reflective, to remain conscious, to remain responsible for our own minds. The final question is simple. In a world where machines can think for us, will we still choose to think for ourselves?